Now, since it is that we are talking about this aligning of within social medias, the downfall of Twitter. Let's check this out. The downfall of Twitter. Let's get into this damn video, y'all. Let's do it.
Twitter's downfall needs to be studied. When I tell you, Twitter used to be one of the greatest apps of all time. Bro, if you would have asked me a few years ago what my favorite app was, honestly, not even my favorite app, my top 5 favorite apps, I would say Twitter, and MySpace.
I mean, oh man, MySpace is taking it back. Ooh, but Twitter is still my favorite app. There's so many memes and so many like tweets that go viral on Twitter still to this day. That's where Facebook is filled with nothing but memes that originally came from Twitter first. And Black Twitter is such a ruthless. It could be uplifting and ruthless at the same fucking time. But MySpace, shit, that 2006 through 8 era, when your girl was on MySpace, man.
I don't know, MySpace just sounds really cool. I mean, I've never been on it, but it just sounds super sick if I'm being honest with you. But Twitter was just an amazing app at one point. But I feel like in the past 2 years, Twitter has just fell off like crazy. Like Twitter was so great that I remember back in like freaking 2018, 2019, meme pages on Instagram, all they would do is screenshot tweets and just re-upload them to IG, and that would be the whole meme. Like that's how amazing Twitter was. Twitter was so amazing that on TikTok, there was a whole trend of people literally just standing in front of tweets. But ever since Elon Musk has bought Twitter, I swear Twitter is now like, it's now 50-50. Some days are good, and then some days are just complete and utter garbage. Now, for y'all that don't know, Elon Musk bought Twitter back on October 27th, 2022. And after he bought Twitter, he actually unbanned a lot of people. A few of those people being Donald Trump. That man used to be tweeting like crazy. Y'all remember the whole ASAP tweet? The like, it was a rocky week, get home ASAP or something? That crazy. Y'all remember the whole ASAP?
I forgot about the situation. So for the people who don't know, with ASAP Rocky, and I know it is, it's just like with this, I keep forgetting it is this man is in trial right now. I keep forgetting that man is he's in a whole trial right now for unaliving his friend. Well, shooting his friend, shooting his so-called friend. And if convicted, this man's gonna be spending a couple years in prison. And what kills me is just like, you know, I like seeing him and Rihanna together because Rihanna does seem the happiest with him as of now. And I understand why she got them damn kids, because you know, but this I mean, my girl done stepped down from being CEO of Fenty. It's bad. It's bad. The day Twitter found out 21 Savage was British was hilarious. I forgot all about that.
Like, it was a rocky week, get home ASAP or something. That was a pretty banger tweet by Trump. I can't lie to you. Another person that he unbanned was one of the goats of music, Kanye West. And another person that he unbanned was Andrew Tate, which I'm pretty sure we all remember.
Yeah, he did.
That was like Andrew Tate's peak year. But yeah, Twitter was off to a pretty good start, you know? A lot of people were getting unbanned. Some people were getting their old accounts back. Some meme pages were coming back because, I mean, they got banned. But I swear, ever since 2023 came along, Twitter has just plummeted to the bottom of the earth. Number 1, the name. Why did Elon Musk change the name to X? Nobody was ever gonna call it X in the first place. Everyone was still gonna refer to it as Twitter.
I still refer to it as Twitter, but saying Twitter as like X it just sounds like a website that I have no business being on during the daytime. And if y'all have a timeline that's like mine, and mind you, I have now with like, besides like content creators, there are some people it is I know IRL. Some of these IRL people think that it's okay to just drop a little bit of spicy videos onto the timeline. And now Twitter is just becoming one of those apps to where it's Russian roulette. Even on stream for me, I gotta make sure it is you see my face first before it, and I go to the tweet it is that I want to show y'all, because there'll be times where it is like, you know, on here, I will literally be like, all right, let me find the tweet this I'm going to talk about. And then it's just like titties. Oh, oh, okay, somebody getting their back blown out. It's like, dang. There's a time and a place for that, man. And it had gotten to the point to where it is. I've gotten so sick of it. Like anybody it is now just like puts that up, even if it's my IRL friends. It is. So I know I'm muting them. I have to mute them. I'm glad it is. That's a feature that you could able to do. I gotta mute you, gang. I got to. It gets annoying after a while.
Kind of like when that syrup company changed their name from Aunt Jemima to Pearl Milling Company. Aunt Jemima has been around since like the 1960s.
Yeah, I need that new screen.
You changing the name to Pearl
that, like,
Milling
blackout
Company,
screen.
that doesn't change anything. It just makes the company look stupid because at the end of the day, people are still going to call it Aunt Jemima regardless. And another thing about Twitter being changed to the name X, I feel like X just doesn't have like, it doesn't have a ring to it. Hey, check what I just sent you on X. Like that just doesn't sound right. Like, yo bro, check that meme I just sent you on Twitter. Like that sounds way better. But when you say X, like X, it just doesn't sound good. You feel me? But another thing, these OnlyFans girls. Now look, I made a video about Twitter back in 2021, and these OnlyFans girls on there, they weren't running rampant, but they were in the comment sections, you know, like, oh, I'm the hottest 18-year-old on OnlyFans. And it still happens today. I can't lie to you. I mean, if you scroll to any comment section, you're gonna see more OnlyFans girls than ever. But
if you scroll through fucking Sexy Red, this is why it is that like I started to not like her. And mind you, like this may or may not be her fault, but them comments that is underneath Sexy Red's post is just astronomically bad. It is nothing but just OF. It is nothing but just spicy vids. And now they've gotten it to a point to where it is like they'll put pictures up of something and just like, oh, y'all remember this video? And then like all the OF girls underneath it is just like, oh yeah, I remember that video. It's this video right here. Not even a video that's remotely to what the original tweet was. They just wanted to put that there just because. I'm girl. Damn, like, oh my God. It'd be a whole thread of that shit. Oh my God, that shit gets annoying. They started posting it on the Nickelodeon tweets. Yes. I'm just like, bro, y'all unhinged.
But if you thought that the OnlyFans promo in the comment section was bad, well, let me tell you that it's gotten even worse in the year of 2024. These OnlyFans girls are stepping it up a notch. They're now paying people to promote their OnlyFans, specifically bigger Twitter accounts. Like I remember about a month ago, I seen this promo on Twitter and it said, Aisha or the Omnitrix. And you can just tell that this is an OnlyFans promo because who the absolute hell is Aisha? I have never heard of Aisha in my entire life. I'm picking the Omnitrix all day. Another one that's pretty stupid is this one right here. It'll say something like, nah, this video is wild. Then it'll have the girl in like a picture. Then the next picture will be her like on the OnlyFans doing the dirty, you know? And then another type of ad I've seen is when a meme page will say, who is this girl and why is she trending? And it'll be a girl that you have never seen in your entire life. Back then, when it was in the comment sections, it was pretty avoidable. Obviously, it would be annoying, but it was just more of a joke, you know? But now since you have to see it and it's shoved down your throat every single day, you just see a new OnlyFans girl being promoted, it's starting to ruin the app. Another thing that I find pretty stupid about Twitter is the whole Twitter Premium thing. Now, if you don't know what Twitter Premium is, well, it's basically a subscription service that enhances your Twitter experience. That's also priced for $16 per month or...
I remember when this shit was literally like, I don't want to say $2, but it was under $10 at one point. Now, it was called Twitter Blue. Now, I ended up getting Twitter Blue because your girl is dyslexic. So I will think it is in my mind that, which is a lot of times now what I'm doing is just like, I'll just have things be said to me. It was way easier. And then sometimes I'll even just use my voice to respond into text messages sometimes. Because sometimes I'll be forgetting some words. And I don't realize this until after I made a tweet. And it pisses me off a lot. Then I have to delete it and then do the whole thing all over again as if like I just didn't tweet the same thing literally 2 minutes ago. But realistically speaking, I got it for the edit button. Because that edit button was such a save where it will, depending on like, all right, it's either you could send the tweet now or you can wait the seconds and then undo the tweet and go back and fix it. That was a blessing to me for your dyslexic fish. But the whole like everybody getting a check mark thing now, it's like, oh, if you pay $12 a month now, because now they upped this price. It wasn't no 16. It was like for $10 a month or like $8 a month. I think it was maybe like $8 a month because I want to say Twitter Blue was like $2 a month at one point. Because if I remember vividly, Nicole put me on to onto Twitter Blue. So I ended up getting that. And then the price just started going up. I don't give a fuck about the check mark, to be honest. I don't care about that. I cared about just having the extra stuff on there to where I'm like, okay, cool. I could able to do spell check and everything like that. But okay, cool. So I'm not far off with the number it is that I thought. I'm glad they came up with the spell check because sometimes they put something else and I don't want but up and downs. Yeah, I your girl be going through it with some, trying to say certain things. Even in text messages, I have to like proofread, especially if I'm half asleep or if I'm doing something and I'm just sending out a text just because yeah.
For $168 per year. And actually, here's some of their amazing benefits. You get Grok Early Access, which none of us care about what Grok is. We just want to see regular Twitter. We just want to put out
don't give a fuck about that.
At stuff and just comment below on random things. Nobody cares about Grok. You can edit your posts, which, I mean, that is cool, but is that $16 a month cool? No, nobody is paying $16 a month to edit a post. If anything, I'm just delete it, then post a tweet again with the correct grammar or fixing whatever mistake I made on it. Nobody is going to pay $16 a month to edit posts on Twitter. That's just stupid. You can download videos, which I mean, most phones you can download it and then you can off Twitter, then crop them. So why would you pay $16 a month to download a video? That's just stupid. You get paid to post, which is monetization, which we're going to talk about in one moment. You get a check mark, which we're going to talk about that in a minute also, and two-factor authentication, which used to be free on Twitter. But yeah, you can also hide your likes, hide your check mark, and hide your subscriptions. But honestly, the whole thing I want to talk about with this,
I'm not gonna lie. Later on especially with my main one. Now, my burner one, I don't give a fuck about. I have one that is that's Ari-san, and then I have one that is that nobody knows. And I refuse to ever let that be known that it is me. It's not even something as you would correlate and put together to be like, that's Ari. I don't give a fuck about that. But my thing is eventually, and especially the higher up it is that I go within, you're not going to find it. The higher up it is that I go within this level of success, eventually I am going to start hiding those likes. Because it really is something that people do. They do, it could be with any content creator, to be honest with you. But it don't take much for somebody to go through what it is that you like. And it's not that I'm afraid of anything and whatnot. Like, I'm not afraid of that. But the problem is just people just going through it and then making a big deal out of it more than it needs to be. Like, it's some of the stuff it's not that serious. But yeah, it's sometimes it's like it's annoying. So I may get to that point. Now, bookmark, I'm glad bookmark has been a thing, and especially organized in the bookmarks too. But as of right now, yeah, those likes eventually is gonna get hidden.
This whole like Twitter premium thing is a verification, because that's what people are really buying it for, because people want to act like they're a celebrity when they have 12 followers. If you have 12 followers and you're following 300 people, nobody's going to think you're a celebrity with that fake verification, bro. People are going to realize that you bought a verification and call you an idiot. None of this stuff is worth $16 a month. I am sorry. How much is a Netflix subscription?
He said the day bookmarks become public, all Twitter are cooked. The day it is that bookmarks become public is the same day it is that I'm deactivating my Twitter. I will deactivate that bitch so bad. That's one thing it is you're not gonna do, because there's certain things. I have my bookmarks organized for different folders. I've even added new folders at this rate from what the last time it is that, a few people have had the chance to see what my bookmarks are. When I tell you it is that the day that gets public, oh yeah, nah, your girl is deactivating it. I will, well, just the main one at least. I still got my burner. It's all right though. That main one will get deactivated so quick. It's so quick, bro. So imagine it becomes public or while it is you're asleep. Like I said, I'll deactivate it, bro. I will get up out of my sleep to deactivate that bitch to go right back to sleep. As if like, like, all right, so can you explain that video it is that you bookmark? Nah, I don't know what video you're talking about. Yeah, and no, it's the one, it's a specific video. I have no clue to what you're talking about. Out of sight, out of mind, that, you know what I'm saying?
subscription. Let's see. Standard Netflix is about $15.49 per month, it looks like, and premium Netflix would be $22.99.
I remember when Netflix was under $10.
Catalog of movies and TV shows that you can watch. But with Twitter, literally, if you pay for Twitter Premium, it's just a bunch of things.
I'm telling you this right now for somebody that be watching shit on Netflix. Don't spend that monthly fee. There's a couple websites it is that, you know, Claney put me on to a few of them actually, to where it is you could able to watch the shit for free, bro. I wouldn't even do that. Wouldn't even do that. I'm sorry. Couldn't be me. Could not be me. One thing it is I'm gonna find is a website that do free videos. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the free, so I ain't gotta do all that extra shit. I'm sorry, but I'm not doing it.
Things that don't matter at all. Like downloading videos. Like I said, you can just screen record it. It's just not worth the price tag, bro. I am sorry, but nobody is paying for that. And if you do pay for it, you're probably just paying for that verification. Overall, I just think it's pretty stupid. And I just feel like you're a cornball if you buy verification. Like, being verified does not mean anything in the year of 2024. It truly doesn't. If you care about verification in 2024, you're an absolute idiot. Monetization has also ruined Twitter because honestly, all it leads to is just people impression farming. Now, if you don't know what impressions are, well, it's basically Twitter's version of views. You know how on YouTube, when you click on a video, it'll maybe say like 100,000 views? Well, yeah, that's pretty much the same thing with Twitter, except for instead of being named views, it's just called impressions. And impression farming is basically when somebody is just posting stuff just to get views. Whether that be a hot take, clickbait, or even reposting a popular tweet, it's basically just posting just to get views.
I mean, here's the thing for me. I know I'm stopping quite a bit. Here's the thing for your girl. I've already was an interactive Twitter user as it is. And y'all, I'm pretty sure it is. If y'all follow me on Twitter or X, y'all see it is that I'm active. It's one of my favorite apps. It's always been one of my favorite apps. Like, I could be able to just be on some goofy shit. I could able to say something hilarious and I go about my day. I've always been that way on Twitter. There hasn't been a time where it is I was not ruthless. I was a lot worse before streaming. But I had to find some old tweets and delete them bitches just in case it is somebody was gonna find them. So my engagement and my impressions was always high because of the fact I always was the person. I'm, you know, going viral was nothing for your girl on Twitter. I always used to be. So it is what it is, you know. But yes, a lot of people are now doing the impressions farming at this rate to try to get viral. And it's like, listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now, for somebody it is that does, and your phone be going off all day because people is putting quote tweets, or some people going as far as like commenting and arguing with other niggas it is that they don't fucking know. That's just annoying after a while. So after a while you gotta mute it. But then for me, I actually had a point in time where one of my tweets got into celebrities, and then it got even worse. So I'm like, oh God, oh God, my tweet then went far. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been up there within mils. You know, I just turned the noties off. Yeah, but that one time where it is like I had one particular known celebrity quote tweet my tweet, and it wasn't anything bad. It was just everything that followed suited with it was like, oh my God, it was just so much. Niggas asking for promos and stuff. And promos on Twitter is just nuts.
That's pretty much it. I swear, every time it's the end of the month, verified people just start tweeting the most BS hot takes, or they just start recycling the same tweets that went viral for them like a year ago. Like, it's just stupid. Like this post right here. You can see that this woman said, "Men that can cook is sassy to me." And that was January 29th, 2024. You can also see that she has the verified check mark next to her name. So she is paying for Twitter. But what's funny is that somebody actually quote tweeted this saying, "Nothing to see here, folks. Hashtag rent due." And it's a tweet of her saying, "A man that can actually cook is top tier." This is just one of the many examples of people impression farming once the end of the month hits. January 29th hit and this woman just started tweeting BS. Like, there's no way that in the course of 6 months, you went from saying that men that can cook is top tier to saying that men that can cook is sassy. That makes no sense at all. The other day, I literally seen a hot take of somebody saying LeBron James will beat Muhammad Ali in a boxing match.
Now we just talking out of our ass.
It literally just doesn't make any sense at all. But if there is one great thing about Twitter, I would say that it's the community notes.
I guess I'm
if you don't know what that is, let's say somebody tweets something out. Like, for example, this tweet right here says, "Smartest kick streamer," and in the video, it's a kick streamer putting a fork in a toaster. but at the bottom of it, you can see that it says, "This is not real." And you can click on it and everything. People link it to the article. It's kind of like you can fact check something to see if it's real or not. And a tweet like this, since it got community noted, it wouldn't make any money. The monetization is just off. And I feel like that's amazing. So really what the community note does, it just calls out people's BS when they're trying to impression farm
I love it.
some bread. But yeah, that's like the only good thing about Twitter. Twitter was once an amazing app, but I swear ever since Elon Musk bought it, the app has just gone downhill. From the name change from Twitter to X, from all the OnlyFans girls promos, from Twitter premium and buying check marks, and also from the impression farming from people's monetization. The only really good thing about the app is the community notes. Other than that, that's pretty much it. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below, what are your guys' thoughts on Twitter? Like, is Twitter still a top tier app to you guys, or do you guys think that Twitter is absolute garbage now ever since Elon Musk bought it? But yeah, with all that being said, this is gonna wrap up the video. If you guys made this far, I appreciate you. If you guys enjoyed this video, then I highly recommend you guys check out my most recent video. It'll be right up here on the screen. But yeah, with all that being said,
you know, here's my take it is I'm gonna say about with Twitter, and then I'm gonna call the video for right now. Like, I feel it's the same thing with Instagram. It's a competition of who lives more of a better life, or it's just niggas that say things to just get people riled up. And I will say this, Twitter is definitely an app to where there's a lot of sensitive niggas on there now. There's a lot of sensitive niggas on Twitter that feel triggered very easily by some things. So they go and they comment, quote tweet. Some people go as far as quote tweeting and then commenting underneath their quote tweet of what your initial tweet is going to be, depending on, and it doesn't even matter of a topic. It could be anything. You could literally sit there and say, "Oh, the sky is blue," and then there's somebody's gonna quote tweet and be like, "Oh, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong." You know what I mean? So, listen, Cameron, thank you so much for the video. The W video, by the way. Shout outs to y'all in the chat. And shout outs to you at home. I will catch y'all in the next video.